Everybody, welcome back to our Genshin Impact live stream. Today we're going to do Neuvillette's key quest because we have a bajillion and 8 key quests to kind of catch up on. And I'm going to do Fontaine's first because apparently I don't have my priorities in order. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's just jump into it. Please, for the love of God, can we please just bring Farina back? Can we just bring Farina home? That's all I want. That's all I want. Like, I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for, like, you know, multiple Farinas. I'm just asking for one Farina. That's all I'm asking for. So, for the love of God, today, let me just bring it home, please. All right.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
Alright. So we're going to find out the true identity of the... I mean, we kind of already know his true identity. He's the Udex. Like, kind of... I don't really know what else there is to learn about Neuvillette. Like, he's the Udex. Like, he's... I guess, like, you know, the Hydro Dragon. Like, what is there not to understand, Paimon? Like, alright, let's go ahead, let's get started. Jump right into it. Let's go here. Man. I like how Fontaine's like the first region in like forever that I actually like did everything in. Alright. Let's talk to Neuvillette. Oh, it's around.
Let's move out.
Whoops. Alright, let's go this way. And remember, all you guys gain points if you're watching this live. You guys gain tokens while you're watching these live streams here that you can redeem to kind of mess with chat. You can mess with stream. You can mess with kind of the characters I use. So, as an incentive for those of you who are new to the channel to watch the stream. Anyways, let's go ahead. Did I hear that right? Mr. Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
That was weird. Are his voice lines missing?
Neuvillette! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
What is that? Traveler, please talk to the Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. This is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective? I can introduce you to some amazing
I trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are, but I must apologize. I do not plan on relying on anyone else's help for this matter.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
Kiara?
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
Interesting. I have no idea why you're so hung up. Why does he not have voice lines? He has a voice actor. I checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So if he insists, I have no
Thank you for
objections.
understanding.
Then I shall return to my post for now. Oh, okay. I didn't even get to pick that one. Couldn't even read that one.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
What's up, Electrical? How you doing? Welcome,
I
welcome.
cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Okay, bro. A little edgy, but care to explain?
Come on, stop being so secretive!
What's up, Reds? How you
I have
doing?
no idea what's going on!
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had 2 subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
Okay, well, seems like they're using Melusines
All
against you.
Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
There's the guards, the Marechaussee Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider?
Yeah, I guess.
I understand where you
Why
are
would you
coming
be an
from,
outsider?
but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
The Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider. A fish out of water.
Clever. If you put it that way. I mean, we're all outsiders, by that logic. Yeah, we have nothing to do with the organizations anyway, so how about we come with you to the investigation? Team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark. What's with the audio
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Prima's starting to get a little embarrassed. Let's leave it
Let
to
us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the
What's
situation.
with, like... I mean, Neuvillette's lines are fine. Very weird. So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong in Fontaine, but is that really true? Prime feels like he kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch him up. Let's catch up with him first. Alright. So... Man, I hope like the audio gets fixed for... Alright, there we go.
You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Wow.
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions.
I mean, yeah.
Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Well, yeah, people don't know he's the dragon sovereign. Like, we don't want people to know that. Like, he literally is saying how he feels like he's not, he can't fit in. And then it's like, oh yeah, well just tell everybody you're a dragon, bro. It's fine. That's the logic that we're seeing right now. Good old Paimon logic. I swear, Paimon's an idiot. Alright. Man, March is so much cooler than Paimon. Alright, So let's go here. We can't pull yet on the banner, so we'll be able to pull after this though. So. I love these dogs, by the way.
The weather's amazing today.
Oh, there's Kiara.
Kiara,
Good.
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are?
Friends.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, okay.
You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you.
I was gonna say, I feel like everybody should know us
She's
now.
adorable! Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now.
Didn't you get a death threat or something?
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
Oh, boy.
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Like, you know, someone that follows behind you. You know, stuff like that.
Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Wow. Wow, what a troll.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Okay. Thanks.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, that's a
A
threat.
simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
They're concealing their identity on purpose.
We can't rule out that possibility.
Oh, is that Charlotte?
Since you can't think
That
of
was
anyone
definitely Charlotte.
suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Marmonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big sis Paimon.
Oh, don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
Ah.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to Alaf's place right away. See you around.
Like,
So, Kiara, how old are you?
Sup, Linus, how you doing?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them.
So she feels like she's a big
Paimon
sister?
feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
That's definitely not right.
Huh. Paimon sees.
That's definitely not true.
Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Listen, I heard Charlotte. Oh, okay. I hit the thing, but I guess it didn't matter. It's too late.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us. Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two?
What's up?
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're on a secret mission.
All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, no. Bad
May I
life choice.
begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
Big sis Paimon.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting? I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, we can just see
All
blood
right.
stains on
Now
things.
that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course. Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well.
Yeah, seriously, what? That we're just gonna casually say
What are
that?
you looking at?
I think there's someone over
Is
there.
there really someone watching us? Shh. Let's sneak over and take a look.
That's so like, yeah. So us Melazines, we can see blood stains, even if someone tries to wash it out. Like just very like, yeah, just something we do, man. I'm like, what? It's such like, oh my god, whatever. Hey, what's up?
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Boo. Got her.
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
Oh boy, what are you doing here?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you.
I mean, you're the one
I
following
don't know
us.
the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
Oh Jesus.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session.
Hell yeah.
So
no.
imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
I don't think he'd agree.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about?
Why would
I swear I won't tell.
What exchange? There's no exchange here.
All right, then.
What are we getting out of this? She can't publish the thing without us anyways.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine?
Shh, not so loud.
Yeah, seriously.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now.
Interesting.
Watch yourselves, all right?
All right.
Well, that was a nice chat.
I mean, I guess.
Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Okay. Where's like? There we go. What? What's wrong with the audio in this game today? Where's like the ice audio? Did I? Hold on. Did I mess with the audio? I didn't mess with the audio.
know.
Yeah, why are the effects not working? Hold on a second. What if I leave and come back? You know what? We have to actually, we have to do this fight anyways real quick. So let's go teleport there and do this real quick so that way we're not burning resin. For this Farina that we're about to pull. Yeah. What? Alright, hold on. What if I do this? I don't know. That's so weird. I can't hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it, but it's
Take flight.
very low. Like,
Hold the line.
Cryo incarnate.
and I can
Take
hear
your
their
turn.
voices. Like,
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
you know, like I can hear
Inazuma shines eternal.
their voices, but I can't hear. It's like their effects are like almost muffled.
Under full
Oh
sight.
my god. Well, even their voices,
My
like,
apologies. Yeah.
it's like not consistent.
Embrace the ice.
Rest and rebuild. Torrents, bring refuge.
So weird.
Do your master's bidding. You will regret this.
So weird.
Whirling snow. Shoot.
Alright. Okay. That's like just too short. There we go.
Cryo incarnate. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Now you shall perish.
Like, this is making it so anticlimactic. What is going on? Alright, hold on. Alright.
Ha! Illusion shattered.
Yeah, it's so weird. Let's do this. Let's go. What if I drop my pot and go in my pot? Because that's like technically like a reload kind of thing, right? I also unplug my headphones and plug them back in. I don't know if that's gonna do anything though.
There is no escape.
Now I can hear it.
This realm is...
Very weird. That was super weird. Well, might as well cash out on our stuff for now, right?
If you ever...
And then do that. We're gonna go. Keep clicking that like it's something different. Let me go here real quick.
Hello. One moment. If I had known you'd...
Nothing. Alright.
Good morning. With a cerulean...
Nope. Never mind. I was hoping she was gonna give me a gift. Alright, so let's plop this here. Oh my god, I forgot to do the I forgot to do my spark box thing. Alright, let me do that now. I usually do it on Mondays. Totally forgot. Totally forgot. I forgot about my pot. I mean, today's Wednesday, so it's not too bad because I think my pot usually gets full like late Tuesday or something, so I didn't miss too much on it. Alright, so let's do this real quick. This is a total side journey, but whatever.
Take flight.
Allow me.
Alright. Honestly, if you have Nilu, you can just use her key to do this really quickly. Hey, look at that. Cool. Alright, so now let's go back to the quest that we were working on. Alright, and then we'll go here. Man. Yeah, that was so weird. But that's happened to me before, where like if I use the pot, it fixes, and I don't know what the logic is. Yeah, it definitely works now. That was so weird. Oh, Cloren.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
Alright, there we go.
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Cloren! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere!
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Ah, Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette.
Unless she's the one that's trying to kidnap her.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time?
What?
I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Okay. So let's go see Neuvillette, which actually gives us an opportunity to heal as well. Thank you.
Whirling snow!
Alright. Palace Mermonia. Let's go back here. And then we'll go over here. I love his office. Alright.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
We ran into
so far.
Cloren. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade.
Okay.
I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
That's true.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
will
we
continue
do.
looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in
I mean,
this room.
Yeah, we gotta try to still find my sister, but you know. Did we just like give up on that? Like, about Rossley? The defendant Rossley has confessed to his crimes, was declared guilty. Also was exiled to Fortress Marapi, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. It's always been severe robbery scandal in the cards. Special security and surveillance patrol have investigated all cases. All suspects involved have been arrested. Suspects have confessed to their crimes. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the... Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. Based on the research, they believe that Millisies can enhance the popularity of these events. Millisies Phantom has yet to respond. However, it has not prohibited Millisies from participating in such activities. The smuggling case was resolved by the joint forces of the Guards and the Marquise Phantom. Sure, whatever. That's how, I think, yeah, that's how you say it. I have no idea. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Callus, boss of Spina de Rasula, was defeated in a duel and died of serious injuries. Defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Udix Neuvillette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. We made any progress. Skimmed through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. So many documents laying around. Just how many cases have you handled? I'd love to answer that question, but the truth is, I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. Documents you see are just a small fraction of what it really is there. Yeah, that's a lot. Why is the audio for this, like, quest so bad? Might have been from another perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you're tired. Alright, let's take a break then. Just sitting there, doing nothing? That's like such a weird way to rest. Like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and smile to myself. Even though resting is part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this does make me feel awkward. Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palace Marmonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I'm not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work. Thank you. This whole thing is just weird. Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Maybe he's a fan of some really fancy wines. Seems like the type of person who'd own his own winery. You know, like Diluc. Diluc doesn't drink, though. What's inside these glasses? It looks like water. So it is indeed water. This is so bad because, like, there's no voice acting either, so it just makes it even funnier. So it's just plain old water. What'd you think it was? Since you're the Chief Justice and all, I thought you prefer something more sophisticated. Water is indeed very special. It does not overestimate the call. Do not overestimate the call it. Sophisticated. I believe you already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced to be across all Teyvat, including Monaset's Cider Lake, Liwei's Qingqing Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. This one's the latest product. Water from Sumerus upon Woods. Are they any different? If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cinder Lake warm the heart, whereas the Shinsa Village are a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid. Distinct differences exist between waters in each area. You'll appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully. She's gonna be like, it's water. I mean, he's the Hydro Dragon, so he's gonna know everything. What do you think? It's water. Nope, Paimon can't taste the difference at all. It's just normal water. How regrettable. It seems you still have a long way to go to refining your taste. Doesn't have anything to refining taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. Is it because you're the Hydro Dragon? I mean, I just said that. We're allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Well, Paimon's been wanting to ask for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become the Chief Justice of human society? Paimon was curious. You don't have to answer. There's nothing to hide. It's simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me. There's things you can't figure out? Many, in fact. The one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memories were rather incomplete. With regards to the Primordial Sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what the connection was exactly. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they're scared across the vat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose as an unpredictable risk. Some have very unique personalities. While holding on to those unanswered questions for a long time, there's one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others, even if I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there's at least some similarity between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I can one day understand the meaning of my existence. Have made any progress then? Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interaction with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on to our investigation. Alright, we're going to keep on reading. I wasn't able to find any leads after browsing through most of these documents, but while we're on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me. The fountain? That's right. The fountain is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. They really were an organization, attempting to use Mizzolines against me. They also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain. Alright, let's go! There shouldn't be too many people near the... Alright. I'm gonna do the pot trick one more time. That was weird. That entire cutscene was like not voiced. Very weird. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know, sometimes like this happens where it's like if I load up the game, like it just has a ton of issues and it's like eventually just kind of fixes itself, but the game runs fine. It's just like weird. Alright, so let's, just in case, we'll do the same thing as last time. We'll use the pot, and we'll reset all to that, essentially, by going into the pot and going out of the pot. I think you could also do this with Enconomia, and the Chasm. Pretty much anything that lets you change the world that you're currently in. So let's reset it here. And then you've let the current pot and it will return to your home world. This resets to that, which is nice. Alright, cool. Go in here for a second. All the missions are completed. Alright. And it's also weird that like it keeps like untargeting the... Oh no. Alright, we're gonna have to do this side quest first. But I think... Can we pull? Okay, we can pull. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't. I'm 3 primo jumps short. Oh my god. Alright, well... Let's clear out these guys first. I'm gonna grab these real quick. Alright. Let's go here. Oh, whoops. This is some side quest about trying to get a camera, I think. I don't remember.
My apologies.
Alright, there you go. So the camera was intact, film wasn't destroyed. They're gonna film here. Oh yeah, they're doing like some story. I'll keep it brief. Most people are in the tea business, but we don't have any interest in tea. We changed professions and started a documentary series. Cheers, there are too many people in the tea business. I didn't want to compete. Alright, and we made plenty more. So they're people who just do documentaries. So you're here to learn about filmmaking, Fontaine. Got you. So he's a lighting expert. Works in narratives. I made your adjustment expectation realistically when doing business. Alright, so we got paid. Watch the lighting. Got all that book. Alright, and they're going to take a nice picture of the fountain here. Cool. We don't even get... All we got was Mora for that quest? Okay. Let's go to the fountain.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
There we go.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really.
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you... Oh, it's glowing!
Okay. As the lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. Okay. What happened? Everything looks different than how it is normally. I should continue forward and look around. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. He's so cool. Yeah, Neuvillette's pretty cool. He's the first dragon that we have. I mean, I think Miko is technically like is familiar, but like not a dragon. Kitsune, maybe.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. But I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way.
Interesting.
I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when it hit me in the head. And I tried really hard not to cry.
Damn!
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him.
Interesting.
It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Okay. Okay. Feels weird playing as the Traveler. Alright.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh,
Damn.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
What?
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these
Oh,
monsters.
they're so cute.
Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Melazines are so
Why
cute.
should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
What is, yo, there's some deep-rooted political stuff in this right now that I'm not gonna even comment on. But this is very much like, you know, get them out, they're taking our jobs kind
Go
of thing.
away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side.
Wow.
Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
Oh,
How
man.
can two
Yo.
completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
That's cute. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so they are cute, but I kind of understand, like, if a different species shows up, I guess, like, not knowing where they come from is also, like, kind of terrifying. But, like, they didn't do anything wrong. They're just, like, kind of vibing. They're just, like, living their lives, you know?
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Damn.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it.
Yo.
I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
Is that the voice actor from Dr. Stone? I low-key think that this is the voice actor from Dr. Stone.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Like, you hear it too, Robot? Like, it sounds like the voice actor from Dr. Stone, right?
Turn the murderer in!
You know who I'm talking about. I forgot his name. It's not Senko. But it's not. But like, it's the other researcher.
Can't be trusted. That goes for Neuvillette too.
It very much sounds like him. The guy that's like, this is bad. I'm talking about English dub.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Okay. Alright. I'm so happy someone else hears it and I'm not going crazy. I thought I was going crazy for a second. I was like, what's going on?
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
Damn.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Damn.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind,
damn,
always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Damn. Okay. Alright, interesting. Let's go to the Opera Epicless. Man, I'm gonna learn French by the end of this. I'm gonna do Duolingo of French and just be able to speak French now.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. Yeah. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Alright, commotion gradually begins to rise.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right! This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions.
Yeah, he straight up murdered everybody.
Your actions have thus violated the law.
I mean...
Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
I mean...
What?
Yeah.
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend. Is there anything else you
sucks.
want to say?
Neuvillette.
That sucks.
What have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off?
That's not how that works.
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
I mean, that's Oratrice, man. I mean, so he went and murdered everyone
Goodbye,
who did
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Who did like the uprising?
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
Like, you can't just go around and break the law, though.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Like, I get it, but like, you know, you kind of can't do that, my guy. You know, you kind of just can't do that.
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
What was that?
Apologies. It seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over, due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought.
Oh yeah, you thought a dragon was not that strong.
Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
Yeah, I mean, they were all related to you, though.
Which ones?
When you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine and you declared Voltron guilty.
It's fine.
Answer me,
I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it?
Even like
in
the
that case,
text
the
wasn't
resentment should have
matching
come from that incident.
Even the text documents weren't matching
What
up.
are you
with
doing here? I was
said.
just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I love Navia.
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
Yeah.
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you.
He's
Where
like,
did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, and it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again.
I mean, yeah, it's been a long time.
Let us head back to the Palais.
Alright. Are we gonna be able to actually play as Neuvillette this time? Because we weren't able to play as Farina.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melazine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melazines? Show yourself!
Yeah,
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows
it.
and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
That's kind of funny.
Come on. Don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right. Let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't
Wow.
ever skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Wow.
We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to
Starts
help.
screaming.
Shh, look! Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at
I will
us.
punch you in the face.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Come out, you coward! I want to deck you! I thought I saw... I guess not. I thought I saw the, you know, like the little tape things. But I guess not. I don't see it here, so. Yeah, I guess not. Maybe I just thought I saw it. Alright. Back to the, oh boy. Back to the statue 7. Okay. Let's do this. Let's finish up this. I mean, this seems like this quest is kind of open and close. Like, we learned about Melazines, it's kind of cool and all, but like, it kind of seems a little, I don't know. It's like fine, I guess. Like, it's not bad, but it's like, it doesn't seem like there's like a real threat outside of maybe like, what, like a treasure hoarder or something like we're gonna fight? Like, look for suspicious documents. Spina de Rusula, bribery, Rosling, smuggling case.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Navi?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Let's head on over. Tevet has its own laws. This line, by the way, Tevet has its own laws, is very, I think it's kind of important. I think it'll be very important later on. Because it's very, I don't know. It just... The more we find out about the Heavenly Principles, the more I think Celestia is... I mean, Celestia is clearly the bad guy. Like... It's so obvious. Like... Especially after learning what Gnosis are made of.
Hey, Navia, we're here!
Gnosis? Gnosis?
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off. But, oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essin here?
I'm gonna make you spend a... Why? I've never spent a dime on this game. Why would I make you spend money on this game? I've never spent money on this game. I've never spent my own money on this game. The last thing I want you to do is drop your wallet on it. Like, don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Yes, that's me.
It starts with...
Your Essin?
Listen, it starts with... I'm going to tell you how Genshin works, alright? It starts off with buying the $10 skin because it's cute and limited edition, and if you don't buy it, it's like $15 or $20 afterwards. Then you're spending like $10 to pull 10 more times, and you still don't get the character you want. Before you know it, you're dropping $5 grand because you want C6 Shogun to destroy everything in one shot.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yes,
don't
Monsieur
do it.
Neuvillette.
Don't do it.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Guilty!
I did, but I was just following orders.
Guilty!
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
You are guilty, sir.
Domenico. Where is he now?
He is also guilty.
The fortress of Meropide.
Wait, how did he message you from the fortress?
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
I will spend money on Farina, though. I will tell you this right freaking now. I will spend money on Farina if I don't pull Farina. I will drop money on Farina because I need Farina. But isn't the conversion bad? Conversion's awful. Listen, Hoyo, I love you dearly. I really do. I love that you sent me stuff and whatever. But, you know, bad example save. Listen, the problem is that, okay, so realistically, you don't need to spend money in this game. You don't need to do it. We're going to continue the curve. It's Farina! But it's Farina! It's Farina! I have to change that. It says follow my Twitter, and we don't have... Twitter doesn't exist anymore. Oh man, follow me on X. Honestly, I have to delete my Twitter. I'm over it. No, man, the conversion is so bad. It's a trap. What's Twitter? Yeah. Back in my day, we had Twitter. Back in my day, we had Twitter. How do I... Where's the, There it is. I gotta wait now. Like... Don't do it, though. Don't listen. Oh my god, I'm 3 short.
A blade embraces its duty.
Listen, I don't... I feel like I have most characters and I've never spent $1 on it. I mean, granted, I've been playing every single day since release, so maybe I'm not the best example of that. But I would say, like, you can do it over time. The problem is that it's all luck-based, you know? So, unlike Overwatch, like, if you're buying, like, a skin on Overwatch, like, you know, it's, like, you know, $56 or whatever for the 5 skins, or you know, maybe you own the Kiriko skin that's, like, $30 that makes her look like a witch. I don't know. But if you decide to do that, you know, at least you know what you're getting. In this game, you can drop $30 and not get anything. Confirmed. Yeah, that's true. It's really bad, actually. I actually kept the,
It's Monsieur Neuvillette?
like, I actually kept, every single year they do, like a rewind, and, like, it just, like, tells you, like, how many days you logged in and whatever, and, if you do, like, it tells you how many commissions you completed. If you do the math, it always comes out to doing it the whole year. It's awful. It's awful. I have an addiction. I get it. But at least my addiction stops at playing every day.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
Oh, thanks.
We're back!
I didn't call anyone out.
And a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
I didn't name drop anybody.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he?
No, never. Every single day. I might have not run resin to the ground, like to fully empty out resin, like every single day, but I've always done my commissions every single day.
To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened? Siegeween!
Melazine and Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating.
Wait, how do you get the letter out of the
seems to be
Nerpy?
imprisoned here.
I watched him play in the middle of a bachelor party. He's not skipping. That's true. I remember I was super... I remember we were in a bachelor party. I did it at a wedding. Like, I have not missed... I did it when I had COVID. I did it in hospitals. Like, I'm not missing today. Kiriko skin wasn't $30. I'm pretty sure the Kiriko skin was $30, yeah. I'm like 98% sure. Yeah, man. Listen, you can't...
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
I forgot about that, yeah.
Wriothesley.
I did it like at a restaurant. So we went to like some restaurant. This is some background. We went to like a restaurant or something. Like a bar, I guess. Like before we went off to the bachelor party. And I was just there. And I had a really bad phone at the time. So I had to play Genshin in like... And Glitch Garden can back me up on this. Like, it was like in like 360p, like 30 frames. And I was like already like a couple drinks in, you know. And we were, and I was just getting all my dailies done. And it's like the worst, like you need to understand, like this like phone that I had, like I think I had like the Pixel 4 or something, and like I didn't really have like much space in it, like, so I had to like really like tone down the graphics and everything, and it was so bad. But I was at the bar or / restaurant, whatever it was, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, no, we were I was grinding out dailies. I was like, I will be damned if I miss that because of that. Like, I'm not doing that. But Pirates, what's up? How you doing? So one of those things.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
I, the great Pirates, have been impressed.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
Save for the view.
Watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Save to voice act the next 5-star? Bruh. Man, if Hoyo reached out to me, this would never happen. But if Hoyo reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to voice the next 5-star? I would lose it. Like, I don't think you understand how much I would lose my mind. Hoyo, I'll do it for like $50. I don't even care. Like, alright, maybe not $50, but like, Hoyo, just whatever you're paying the voice actors, I will take half. I will take half. Do I think Genshin will be the best ongoing game of the year? Depends on what other... Best mobile game of the year? Honkai? I mean, Honkai
just walked by?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
I don't know what Genshin's up against. Honkai winning best mobile game of the year. I don't know what other... Honestly, I don't play so many mobile games that I don't know like what it's up against. I didn't think Marvel Snap was gonna win, but last year or whatever, but it did. I think Honkai has potential.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Typical Sejuin. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
So, criminals were passed by.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Familiar?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them.
Final Fantasy might win.
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Alright, let's go. Honkai against Final Fantasy VII? Hello Kitty Island? Honestly, Terry no way, actually. That was very good. Oh, Final Fantasy XIV is gonna clap that. No way. If Final Fantasy XIV loses to Genshin Impact, I'm throwing in the towel. There's no way. You cannot convince me. In no way. Listen, I play both of those games decently religiously. I play Genshin more than I play Final Fantasy, just because of like longevity. There is no way. That is cap if Genshin beats Final Fantasy. I don't even want to hear that. I went the wrong way, damn it. I went the wrong way. Here we go here. No way. There is zero chance. There is absolutely zero chance. Man, I'm trying to like take a shortcut and it's not working. There it is. I knew one of these had to bring me up here. No way. Absolutely not. If I was a voice actor, what vision and region? Alright. I would want... I think I would want Cryo. Cryo or Hydro. In real life, I probably would receive Animo, but Cryo Hydro for sure. And region, I've always said Fontaine, but I will take Mondstadt.
Anything you need?
I will take Mondstadt. I don't want Leeway. I don't want Sumeru. I'll be okay with Inazuma, but I would rather Fontaine first, Mondstadt second. And I said that before Fontaine even came out, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The whole steampunk thing and just like, it's just great.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family.
I think Baldur's Gate might win. That might be Baldur's Gate. I don't know much about the community around Baldur's Gate, but probably say...
Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, We seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
Yeah, right? All those games are super old.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Alright.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
You never played Final Fantasy XIV? Fun fact about Final Fantasy XIV. So, Final Fantasy XIV, Archon's Delight. First of all, it's great. There's, it's, highly acclaimed. It has a free trial. Actually, the free trial, now they extended it to level 70. And it includes both the award-winning Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV. So, with no restrictions on playtime. There you go. By the way, this stream is not sponsored by anything. I want to be very clear. This stream is not sponsored by Final Fantasy. It is not sponsored by Genshin. It is not sponsored by anybody. So...
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries.
Overwatch.
But our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Like, we are not sponsored by anything.
You two look kind of familiar.
We should probably finish this
It's
quest.
the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Yeah. Support your local indie stream.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
It's easy a few months worth of content they can get for free.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Support your small streamers on whatever platform you're watching them on. Support indie developers, all that good stuff.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh. So the network was inspired by... Monsieur
by
Neuvillette,
him.
His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Sounds good to me. Are we gonna actually get to use them though? Because like I said before, we didn't get to use Farina. Right, this quest has to be almost over, right? I think most of these quests are roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours long. The old ones were long though. The old ones were 3 hours. I remember I had to break them up into 2 streams sometimes. But you used to be able to do dungeons and stuff. The one thing I do say about Genshin that's been kind of a little lackluster to me has been when we first got Amber and Lisa, all those little dungeons we did, they had some pretty cool puzzles. They weren't super complicated, but they had some pretty good puzzles. And now it's just a battle, and then that's it. You don't even do anything anymore, you know? And it's kind of lame. It's just like insane to me that like I don't know. Like it's just like we got, I don't want to say we got less content, but like it was just so much better before, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like back in the day, like back in my time, like if you go back to the original, like dungeons, like the old school dungeons with like Lisa and everybody, they had puzzles. Like you had to bring like a certain character of a certain element, and they waited for you to get all like the elements, and you had to solve the puzzles with the characters with the elements that they told you to bring. And they just stopped doing that. I don't know why.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Yeah, explain everything, bud.
Neuvillette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
What?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
Interesting.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
This is for your playing every day. I appreciate that. Can't donate? No, dude, it's fine. If you can't, no worries. Don't worry about it. Listen, the fact that you guys are watching alone is enough for me. That's all that really matters. Yeah, I think they strayed away because it was just, I don't know, probably easier. But less to actually, like, you know, program.
My initial target was Neuvillette.
Dude, don't worry about not being
Everyone
able to
in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection, so I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force her to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, You were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes, I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this.
Might be overthinking this.
Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on.
Kinda.
People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law.
Technically, he was wrong, but
right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Yeah, tragedies like that won't happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments.
We're not gonna
From
play
my
as him.
perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties.
I feel like we're not gonna play
It
as
isn't
him.
anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so
What
modest.
a good guy.
The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Oh yeah, we're playing.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
I mean, that's fair.
The less
He is
time
the
I spend
judge.
here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
We're gonna pull twice.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize
be able
with
to pull
others.
twice.
However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk.
Tomorrow we'll probably run the Abyss if we don't pull Farina, so we'll be able to pull like probably 4
I'll have
or
a chat
5,
with the guard
something
and
like
remind
that.
him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Interesting.
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Huh.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Farina tonight? This man is
An
Farina.
act?
Farina's gonna
Neuvillette
come home,
and
don't worry.
Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment.
This will be the week.
Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now,
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
This is a long quest. I think we got
Please,
sidetracked
take
with
care.
All the conversations, but this man deserves Farina. Yes, 2 pulls. Yeah, 2 pulls today, and if we don't pull Farina, obviously, we will do the Abyss tomorrow, and we will get more pulls tomorrow. Like, so. Can I talk to Kevin? Oh.
That
Priority
trial
quest!
is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me.
Interesting.
I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
What do I think of you?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said.
Yeah.
As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is...
Whoa, we get voice acting?
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As to how your dragon sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks himself an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
Whoa! Yo, we got a lot of voice acting from Traveler this time around.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Is that it?
Oh. Huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
the Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette?
You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Yeah, so remember, Fontaine, when the Hydro Dragon cries, it rains in Fontaine. That's the whole point of
Is
what
the matter
kid said.
resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her.
Damn.
Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this
Alright.
joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
Yeah, right?
I will consider it.
Really?
Damn.
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Yes! Thank you
Love
so
it.
much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Alright.
Oh,
I
an
think we're done
exclusive interview!
after this.
Am I dreaming? What should I ask him? Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
That's solid. Alright, let's go wrap this quest up. Let's get our polls in. Let's get this done. Let's get this set. Alright, we're gonna go here. And we're going to... where we go? Sorry, we'll always have a place to start. Alright. Let's go in here. She's asleep. Cat. That's so funny.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time. In my dream, she looked really happy.
Oh,
She held my
that's
hand
so
and
awkward.
said, Kiara, our dreams have finally come true. I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy
Carol's kind of gone.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
All right. Is that it? Alright, that's it. Remains of the past day. Okay! Let's get this done. Let's talk to him real quick.
I once thought that time was of no consequence to me. Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred, it's all the same. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed. The passing of time has its own consequences. The answer that I've been searching for amongst all those lives, perhaps it's life itself.
Alright. Tease? Listen, that wasn't... We're gonna go to the Fountain of Fontaine, where all life flows, and for the love of God, just give me Farina. Please, I will do the event if I have to. Alright, we gotta go to the Listen, we're gonna do a whole ritual. I don't even care. I don't even care if this is... If I look crazy, I don't even care. Also, really weird side note that, again, we did not get to use the character that came with the key quest. I don't like that. I don't like that trend at all. Anyways. God damn it! It's okay. It's okay. We got one more. We got one more. We got one more. Chat, we got one more.
A blade.
Chat, don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. We got one more. We're gonna do the challenge real quick and... vaporize. Yeah. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this, chat. We're gonna do this event real quick. It's gonna take like a couple of minutes, and then I have to go talk to Catherine. I'm bringing my own Ayada though. My own Ayada is better than the trial Ayada. I'm gonna pick this up here. All right, let's do this stupid, dumb event.
Be still.
Boba, get them.
I haven't used Ayado in so long.
Wind Strider.
I'm going in.
Alright, first room done. Alright, we're gonna speed run this. We're gonna speed run the heck out of this. I'm not messing around here. We're gonna get this. For the love of God, Farina, please. Just follow me.
Adorn my night.
Let's light it up.
Be still.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
That's fine. Alright. Room 2, completely annihilated. Let's go. We're gonna go to the room again to the left here. And we're gonna... Actually, we're gonna start with
Time to go.
Let's go here. Come on, load. Jesus Christ. Let's go here. Okay, we're gonna go here. Boom, up, down, easy. Pop this here. We're gonna go into Zhongli. Make that. And we're gonna go here. Boom, perfect. Room 3 done. We're gonna move over here. Speed runs for Farina, baby. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go here.
You'll get frostbite.
This one's gonna take a little bit longer. Alright, we're gonna pop this here. Then it comes out. Do this. deluge. Save deluge just for this. Good. Boom. We're gonna go. Here.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
This here.
Adorn my night.
Okay. Ouch. Wrong button. I thought that was the second challenge. I thought it was to the next challenge, not redo the challenge. It's okay. Leave it over here. Challenge failed. Oh no. Alright. That's the first one. That gives us 60. That puts us to 120. And then the last one, right? 120. And then the last one puts us at, so if we go here. Right, we go here. Cash out. And then we'll do the last dungeon. It's the last thing of the event. What do we need? During the final will be weakened based on the number of ancient runes activated. Okay. So I can pick who the hell I want. We're gonna, okay, hear me out. I'm gonna bring, what's the, complete it and then defeat, okay, so that's, I can do anything I want. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring, oh, but I can't bring my own, okay, got it. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to bring, this is weird. I'm gonna bring Neuvillette. I'm gonna bring Farina. I'm gonna bring Farina to bring the Farina energy, okay? We're gonna bring Farina, we're gonna bring Neuvillette. We're gonna bring Miko. And Farina's a healer. Let's bring Nahida. No, I don't want this Nahida though. I want my Nahida. I want my Miko and I want not my Nahida. Alright. We're gonna bring her here. Cause we're gonna bring her home. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. We're gonna use her here. So she's gonna get already used, like she's already gonna get used to it. Look at her, she's so cool. Alright.
Right now, right here, emerge.
Bow your head.
Easy. Wow. Alright, look at that. Boom. First room, done. We're gonna go to the second room now. Let's go here. Come on.
Right here. I see everything.
Boom. Room 2, done. We're gonna go over here. Jeez. We're gonna go here. Alright. Move over here. Man. It's only like... I'm gonna change Farinas. There we go. So that way we can pop out the heal Farina.
Let my name echo in song. Hey, sharing my knowledge. Right now, right here, emerge. I see everything.
Oh, whoops. Button. Come on. There we go. I've been doing this so fast that...
Let the mighty be humble.
Right now, right here. A sight to behold. Emerge.
Beautiful. Alright, Farina, let's go. Alright.
How brilliant!
Alright. We're gonna go change Farinas.
Time to shine! Make yourselves a room! Right now, emerge.
The tides beckon. silence.
Nothing lasts forever.
Alright,
Now you've got my attention. Right now. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in
Alright.
song.
Change Farinas.
Let the mighty be humble. Justice is...
It's the Temple of Wisdom. Emerge right now. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Alright, boom. Okay. New domain. Okay. We did the entire event. We did both Neuvillette and Farina's Key Quest. We did the entire Archon quest. We finished Fontaine. All that's left is the whole Farina. Let's go here. It is... Okay, yeah, we have it. Alright, ready? God, no! Why? Why, Hoyo? No, why? Why do you do this to me? I don't understand.
So this is a day in the life of the...
Oh my god! That's insane! Alright. Tomorrow we're gonna pull at least 3 times. So, we're gonna... Maybe tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow we're gonna pull 3 times. There's a big possibility we're gonna actually get it tomorrow. Because the Abyss resets tomorrow.
Add Astra.
Assuming that we can clear the hardest dungeon. That's easily.
Add Astra.
We'll save Everpole Farina. Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Oh man. I can't. I just can't. Alright, y'all. Well, guys, at least we did the Neuvillette quest. Alright, y'all. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to do the Spiral Abyss. Tomorrow, we're going to do the Spiral Abyss. We're going to clear the Spiral Abyss. And we're going to get easily 3 more pulls. Easily. Easily. Farina's going to come home. Farina's coming home this week. I am determined it's going to come home this week. And I think tomorrow's going to be the day. Tomorrow will be the day. Hopefully. Alright, guys. That's it from y'all. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel. All that good stuff. We'll be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for those of you who are new to the channel. By the way, we're also only 450 subs away from that 5K. We'll do a 24-hour stream once we hit that. So, yeah, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, maybe change that mindset. Maybe subscribe. Maybe you want to see me suffer. Maybe you want to see me not pull Farina for 24 hours straight. Who knows? But that's it for me, y'all.